Hello and welcome back to Logan Sounds Off. Today on my podcast, I'm going to be sharing another album review of From Langley Park to Memphis by Prefab Sprout. I don't remember when I got this. I know it's a golden discs sleeve, but I didn't buy it in golden discs, I don't believe. I think my dad bought this for me second hand at a record fair, and on the inside you have your kind of, this is quite old actually, the lyric sheet, and also you can put your vinyl in there as well. But this is where the vinyl's held in. Nice pressing, just standard black vinyl. This is Kitchenware Records. And this was released actually in 1988, I believe. So this is really, really cool. And I only knew a little bit of Prefab Sprout when I picked this album up first. I'd say I knew The King of Rock and Roll and Cars and Girls. And that was it. I knew, or maybe When Love Breaks Down. I knew very little, but since kind of listening to this album and then listening to more of their music, I've gotten into a lot more of their music, and I've kind of, although they do have some very kind of similar tones to other bands who were around at that time, they were also very experimental, and they really took that and made their own sound from it, which I love. So I'm excited to discuss that and so much more here. But before we get into the track list, which does look long actually on the back, but it's only 10 songs. I do want to ask, I know there's a lot of people out there who watch my channel and they always do like and they always comment, and you guys, you know who you are, you're supportive and you're the best, and you're what are really helpful to my channel. So for those who maybe don't watch me as much or are getting into my channel and starting to look at my back catalogue, please do subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, don't like it now, I haven't even properly started. But when I'm finished, definitely leave a like if you liked it. Comment to let me know what you think of this album and share it as well. But please do subscribe, guys. That really does help. And follow me on my social media, linked on my website and down below in the description. So, starting off then, The King of Rock and Roll, the opening track. This is a very fun, probably the catchiest song in the album. Perfect for the start. This steady rhythm, obviously, kind of this hit gets that hit status feel in it as a very popular song, but it's got that steady rhythm, very squelchy bass, so it adds that kind of deep kind of sound to it. But you've also got these really vast drums that add to the drama of it nearly, and it makes it way more fun. You've got really cool vocals across this album. The vocals are incredible, but I love them on this particular track. And very interesting lyrics, but also slightly melancholy towards the end. It's quite a melancholy song. And the bass line, though, in this gets more prominent as it goes on. It's a very prominent bass line. But overall, it's just a very dramatic opener, and I really, really love it. And then you have Cars and Girls, and this is really strange vocals. But it sounds really, really cool. And it's a bit of a choppy song at times, but overall it's quite beautiful that way, especially when you've got the backing vocals and very simple drums again in the background that really keep that steady rhythm, and this awesome bass line as well. So you've got these sudden blasts of music during Cars and Girls, so it's really, really cool and adds to the energy of it. And then you have I Remember That. You have this fun swing to it, and these vast and very gentle vocals that pair with this very well. You have a subtle bass line. It's a lot more quiet here on the album. The bass line usually is quite prominent at the start, but it comes back here on this track. It's got some really cool keyboards as well on this song, and fun guitar drums you don't really hear across the album, the guitar too much, but you do hear it here, which is really, really awesome. And this subtle saxophone that I only noticed after listening to it a couple of times, which was really, really cool. Then you have Enchanted. This is quite a quirky bass line in it, and cool backup vocals. Very simple keys though overall, and you have multiple different vocal layers, but it's quite an offbeat song on this album, and it has a very funky tone, which I really, really love. But overall it's a very simple kind of track that's really, really enjoyable to listen to. And then you have Nightingales, and this is quite graceful and has very deep instruments, or deep sounds off the instruments, as well as fantastic vocals and a very simple bass line. Amazing drums though on this track, which I really, really love. And it sounds quite bright and sparkly, Nightingales, which is a great finish to side A of the album. So now that we've come down to the end of side A. We're going to go to side B, which looks much longer, but it isn't. So, side B starts off with Hey Manhattan. Very quick start to this song. Very loud bass. So you got that prominent bass line coming back in again. Cool strings that add to the kind of sharpness and speed of this song as well. Very cool drums. Overall though, awesome melodies. I really, really love the sound of the different chords and different melodies overlaying them, and fantastic keyboards. And I'm not sure if the keyboard sound though in this sounds quite like an electric piano, which is really, really cool as well. And then you have Knock on Wood, which has quite a quirky synth, and these really steady drums as well. But these cool vocals and cool layering overall on this track, it's really, really awesome, and it sounds really fun as well. Then you have the Golden Calf. This is prominent guitars and bass on this track, so again the guitars kind of make a return. It has quite a fast pace, and again we have that vast drum sound that we have a lot on this record, which is really, really cool, and cool vocals, really, really awesome vocals that I enjoy. And then you have Nancy, Let Your Hair Down For Me, and this is a slight reverb to it, but a very prominent bass line, but quite relaxed vocals on this song. The vocals are very relaxed, and he really gets into the emotion of the song, but a strange synth sound on this song as well, but very laid back drums, again very simple, again reinforcing that whole kind of meant to be steady and catchy. And then you have the Venus of the Soup Kitchen, which is quite a great finish to this album, and sounds amazing. So overall, Prefab Sprout take some very simple tones, and it takes a very simple sound and totally uses it and blends multiple different genres to create these experimental masterpieces. And that's why I really, really enjoy Prefab Sprout's music. So strong recommendation from me. You can stream this down below. Make sure to follow me on social media. Make sure to check out my website. Subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Please follow if you're listening to this as a podcast. And always do like if you do enjoy. And now it's the end, so you can make your decision whether you like it or not. But please do like if you do. So that's it from me, guys, for this review. Thank you so much for watching or listening, and I will catch you in the next one. Goodbye.